Welcome to this week's Swing Report check-in, starting with Google. Google has been our favorite for the last couple of months, and we finally got our breakout. We had this beautiful coiling pattern with the TTM squeeze, RSI turned up, volume turned up, EMA started turning up here, and we got that big breakout with an all-time high. I hope sincerely that a lot of you got a piece of this action if you've been following the Swing Report or the Swing Report check-ins. Looking at Amazon. Amazon got our break. We have been watching this one as well. I had a TTM squeeze. It finally got above the 50 MA and then that key resistance at 31.82 into a nice breakout, just like Google. Wonderful follow through, but we are looking for a pullback on both in the short term. If you're in and you're in long, you're comfortable and you don't have to sell at these points. Dick's Sporting Goods, we've been in this name for a few weeks. Nice follow through. So the next key resistance 84.05, which is the 52-week high. Looks like we have a little bit of a bull flag. You don't want to see those upper wicks typically on a bull flag, but nevertheless, this chart's looking great. Your key support is 74.28. Etsy. Etsy is not a current Swing Report name, but we're watching this name. It just has a nice little pattern here where it got a little double bottom. We're breaking above that key 212.14 and that 50 MA. We have a daily TTM squeeze. This one looks good. We may get a lower high relative to 231.34, but this may be a place to put on Etsy if this bullishness continues in the market. RSI just crossed 50. We had elevated bull volume, momentum histogram is firing positive, and our EMAs are turning up. I really like the look of Etsy. Okay, Crocs. We all like the Crocs. This was a name we put on back here. Let's see, it was in August of last year, maybe in here. And we hit, it didn't trigger our stop this whole ride up. Then we had a big gap up. I believe that was the Justin Bieber news. We pulled back to the 50 MA, and we still haven't had a candle close below the 50 MA despite these back tests. Overall, this name looks great, and we have a TTM squeeze boiling on this one, and that was the reason we got in back here, and now we have the same conditions setting up. I realize that this looks like somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern. We know not all of those work out. Overall, this name looks good. I would look for an hourly higher low pullback relative to 79.71. Docu looks great. So Docu, we have this little W bottom going on here, and we got through this 310.49. I would look for a higher low on the daily relative to 202.30 for a potential entry, but this may be a nice bottom fish on Docu. I love names typically when they are over the 50 and the 200. We're not there yet. This one may have work to do, so this may be an early entry, but keep your eyes on Docu. And then finally LRCX. LRCX, we got in this name back here. We have hit our 667 target. This thing is still going. Semiconductors have a huge shortage in the market. This one still may have some left in the tank. If not, a pullback to the EMAs would be a welcome reprieve for the bulls, and it may be a nice re-entry point. And that is it for our Swing Report check-in.